So the first thing we're going to do when graphing this rational function is simplify it, and when we do that we will get x plus 5 times x plus 3 in the numerator, and in the denominator it's a difference of squares, so it's going to be x plus 3 times x minus 3. So now that we've done that, we can see that the x plus 3's cancel out, and we're just left with x plus 5 over x minus 3. And where x plus 3's canceled out, that means there's a hole, and the hole would be at x equals negative 3. So we're going to keep that in mind for later when we're finding the coordinates of the hole. Next, we're going to find the vertical asymptote. And to do that, we are going to see that x in the denominator, x cannot equal negative 3. So that is where our vertical asymptote is going to be at. So it's going to be at x equals 3. So we're going to find our x-intercept next. And to do that, we're going to set y equal to 0. So 0 equals x plus 5 over x minus 3 times everything by x plus 3, and we're just left with 0 equals x plus 5, which is just x equals negative 5. So our x-intercept is at negative 5 and 0. Now for our y-intercept, we're going to set x to 0, and we get 0 plus 5 over 0 minus 3, which is just negative 5 over 3. So our y-intercept would then be 0, negative 5 over 3. So our hole, which we found our x coordinate for earlier, is what we're going to use to plug in for x when we are finding the rest of the y coordinate. So we cannot use the original equation for this. We have to use the simplified equation, or else we're just going to get 0, or it's not going to work, or whatever. So if we set x equal negative 3, we're going to get y equals negative 3 plus 5 over negative 3 minus 3, which is 2 over negative 6, which is just negative 1/3. So our hole would then be at 3, or negative 3, and negative 1/3. So finally we're going to find our horizontal asymptote, and to do that we're just going to divide everything by the highest power of x, which is x squared. So we get x squared over x squared plus 8x over x squared plus 15 over x squared over x squared over x squared minus 9 over x squared. And then when x approaches infinity, this will all equal 0, except for this, which is just 1, as x squareds cancel out. So we're just left with 1 over 1, which is just 1. So our horizontal asymptote is at y equals 1. The next thing you're going to want to do is make a table of values. And in the table of values, you're going to want to have numbers that are or x values that are very far and close to the vertical asymptote, and also some numbers that help define the graph, which are just filler, like x values. So I've already done that, and you just plug the x value into the original equation, and then you get the y value down here. So when you're graphing it, you want to first plot the asymptotes, which are, in my case, are at 3 and 1. Plot the hole, the x-intercept, the y-intercept, and then plot the values down. And then you're just going to want to sketch the graph going through all the points, lifting your pencil at the hole, which I have done here.